Hi everyone, my name is Ifoma Rita. I am originally from Nigeria, but I am based in Germany with my family. Today is my birthday. Yeah, thank God for life. I am so grateful to God. So last 2 weeks, God told me I should celebrate a powerful woman of God, Princess Belema Abili, on my birthday. And just last week, he gave me an assignment to fast for 3 days. No food, no water. And I was yet to understand why. So God was telling me it is time. It is now time. On your birthday, you have to celebrate her because God used her to save me from the hand of a false pastor. They know him as a pastor, they don't call him prophet, but he also prophesied, but they call him pastor. So you will say a false pastor stroke false prophet. So this man is in the same city where I am. He has a small church. But before I go into telling you about my experience with this false pastor, woman of God, Princess Belema Abili, God used her to deliver me from that man. Even unknowingly to her, I never told her this story because I was not led to. During the time of her vindication, when God vindicated her, I was telling God, now I know why you connected me to her. Now it's all making sense. I was so shocked, and immediately I believed her because that was also my story. I was a victim. So God said, I wasn't allowed to say my own story. Whenever I want to tell my own story and send to her, I will be like I will not be fulfilled inside of me. Something will be, wait. And I prayed, I said, God, why are you not allowing me to share my own story? I want to expose this man, let people know who he is. Then God showed me a dream. In this dream, I saw my woman of God, Princess Belema Abili, cleaning some places. Like this place is a very dirty place. Both cupboards, it's like a hostel, student hostel, that they have big giant wardrobes, cupboard, and she was busy cleaning all the dirt, cleaning the windows, and was like the windows were very dirty. And I came, I said, hi, look at how hardworking this woman is, how she cleans this thing and turn it from dirty, like so dirty, to pure. You can now see through the window. I said, let me go and help her. And I discovered I was carrying the same bucket that she was carrying, but her own bucket was huge, big, and her own wiper was also bigger than mine. And I was carrying this. I said, Mommy, let me help you and clean. She said, wait. When I finish, you will do your own, like you clean your own. So when I woke up from that dream, I knew I had to wait before I tell my own. And since then, I have been asking God, when will the time come? Because it's written in the Bible. It says, take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them, in Ephesians 5:11. So I was willing because this man really hurts me and hurts my family. And I can't just imagine him walking around without being exposed and doing more damages. And I know that many people know him also as a false prophet. I feel the presence of God. I know a lot know him, but nobody is willing to come out because he's a very dangerous man. This thing that the Bible said in Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets who can disguise as harmless sheep, but are really vicious wolves. This is exactly how this man, you will see him, you will think he cannot hurt an ant, not knowing that he is the predicament. He is the darkness that is covering the cloud of this city. So when I had that dream, when I woke up, I knew exactly what it meant. I said, okay, I'll wait. When she finished her own, I now knew that God is involved in my own situation. So last 2 weeks, God said, it's time. Even last month, I found myself talking during prayer. I was praying. I was talking and I was shouting his name, saying, now it's time of judgment. You think you can go free? I was praying, I was shouting, I was not in control of my mouth. I was shouting, now is judgment time. Now is judgment time. So after that prayer, I say, God, you are up to something. You are up to something. So after I had that dream, I said, okay, I have to wait on God. 2 weeks ago, he said, celebrate my woman of God, the most powerful woman of God. And just last week, he gave me fasting, 3 days dry fasting, no food, no water for 3 days. And on the second day, he said, now it is time. I want you to celebrate your woman of God. But why are you celebrating her? God used her to save me. Why are you celebrating her? Without her, probably I would have been dead, maybe. I don't know. So you have to tell them why you are celebrating her. Tell them why. I was so happy. Say it's time to expose her. And God gave me the book of Esther to read for that 3 days. And every day I came online, I was reading the book of Esther for 3 good days, and I preached on it. And on that second day, he made it clear to me why he gave me that verse. I was seeing myself like it was as if I am reading about myself. So now my story, because I'm so happy, I'm finally free to say it. God said, do it on your birthday. That's another thing. And I said, God, why should I do it on my birthday? He reminded me that my unborn baby that this man killed when I was pregnant, that my unborn baby died. God reminded me that my unborn baby died on the day his wife, on his wife's birthday. I said, God, is that why you want me to expose him on my birthday? But I don't know why. I heard clearly. Today I have to tell about him so that people will know that he is a dangerous man. So my story goes like, when I came to this Freiburg in Germany, I came as a student. I was very young. I came to Europe at the age of 22. So I came here in Freiburg 2020, 2000 and I think 17 or so. I came here, but it doesn't matter when. So it's been long, really. And I was alone, student. I came as a student. I don't have any friend. I don't have anybody. Nobody at all. So it happened that I met some African people, Igbo people, and they showed me all the African churches. But before, I used to go to Catholic church because I am a Catholic, and I was born and brought up in Catholic way. So when I began to go to this man's church, I love the way they do all their things, because me, I had no idea of all those. I wasn't Catholic, and I was happy that I was able to find an African church where I can go, because Catholic churches here is so, God forgive me, a little bit boring. And me, not being in a relationship with God as a young lady, I thought I knew God. I knew God in my own way, not knowing that it's not like I needed to know him more, have a relationship with him, as our mommy Belema used to teach us. So I do go to church and come back. After church, I just come back with my friends. Even the man of God or the woman of God, the wife, they don't even know me like that. They know me as somebody that comes and goes. Like, I don't stay to talk with anybody after church. I just go. I don't waste time. So, but I hardly have time during those days, because I go to school from Monday to Friday, and on Saturday I will work. So Sunday is actually the only time I have to learn and rest. So I wasn't like going to the church often. So later I learned that the man had packed out from the church, from the area where they used to be. I did not even know where they packed to. So when I asked, they said they have gone to another place, and that place they told me was very far from where I was living. So I stopped going there. I looked for another place to go. But when my friend was having, I think, her son's birthday or baptism, I don't know, she invited me. Unknowingly, I came to that church again. I never knew it was in that church that she invited me to. I said, these people have relocated again, and this place is not also far from me. Then I will start going there again. So that was how I started going again. And as usual, I will go and come back and go home. No time. I hardly have time. But how did I come to know that he is fake? My God. But before I reconnected to the church, I had already finished my school. I had gotten married to my husband. I already had a son. But my husband was still in Africa. He was still in Africa. I went to Africa, got married to him, and I got pregnant and came back here. So he was still in Africa. We were processing his visa. We are both from Nigeria, but he's based in Ghana. So when I now came back and I reconnected to this church again, I began going to the church again with my son. So the man said, are you married, this and that? I say, yeah. I say, long time. I say, yes, we are alive. So they were also happy that I have joined their, I have joined their church. So not knowing that they are fake, me and my son, we don't mix up with many people. Like, I would say, I like to be alone. Like, I don't have a lot of friends, because I'm always busy. I work 8 hours a day, and when I come back, I have a son. Everything I do alone. My husband was not here. We were still processing his visa, so it wasn't easy for me. So one day, I went to the church. The man said, you came to church today late. I say, yeah, because I spoke with my husband on phone for long. we spoke for long, so that's why I came late. But before then, a night before then, I had a dream about that man. God showed me about him. I saw him being like humiliated. You know how people would do, ooh, pack your load and go. Like a lot of people were mocking him, telling him, go, we don't need you. Even the wife stood aside and was watching. It's like nobody could help him. Then I went close to the wife and I said, I began to console her. I began to console her in that my dream. So when I woke up, I was like, what did this innocent man do? This man that is so quiet, this and that. Why this terrible dream? So I now used the opportunity when he asked me why I came to church late to tell him, I had a dream about you. So as a man of God, I was like thinking, let me tell him so that he can pray about the dream. Because my dream, they are not ordinary. Whenever I dream, it comes to pass. So, little did I know that I have put myself in danger. That was when this man began to fight me, because God have shown me his end. That was when the man began to fight. Little did I know that I have entered into a battlefield for what I know not about. So after that day, I think even the next day, no, that same week, it's not next day, but that same week, that was on, I think on Saturday. Yes, on Saturday. On Saturday was that. I went to bed as usual, me and my son. In the morning, I couldn't get up from the bed. I was awake, held strong, but to get up, I couldn't. It was as if somebody pinned me there. I tried to turn right, no. I tried to turn left, no. I was pinned. I have never had this kind of experience in my entire life. I said, what is this? Why am I pinned down? I waited 2 good hours. My son woke up. He was so small. I said, go and get me my phone. He ran to the parlor and got me my phone. And I called a friend that goes there also to the same church with me. I call her and say, because me, I don't make much friends because of time. I barely have time because of my work then. So I called her, I say, look at what is happening. I woke up, but I couldn't get up from the bed. I've been trying since 2 hours to get up, but I couldn't. The woman said, okay, wait, I'm coming. I said, please, call the ambulance for me or whoever. Call the ambulance. It was serious. It wasn't funny at all. I was shocked. Say, what is this? I was just lying like this. I said, God, is this a sickness? I don't have pain anywhere in my body. This woman, instead of calling the ambulance, she went and called the pastor. And that was the first time this pastor came to my house. Little did I know that he was behind all because of the dream I saw. He was looking for a way to come to my house, because me, after church, I will just go. I don't mingle with anybody. So he was like, how do I get to this girl that God have shown this kind of thing? So when he came, I wasn't happy at all. I told the woman, because the woman came first and told me, I called the pastor, he's on his way. I said, why? I said, call the ambulance. He said, this is spiritual. This is spiritual. But God was telling me that that woman is an agent. but she didn't know. She works there, takes care of the children in that church, and she is being used because she knows a lot of people. She is being used to like draw people to this man unknowingly to her. And this is how this man came to my house and was praying. I said, I don't know what happened. I couldn't get up. So when he began to pray, I noticed I could move. I began to move. All of a sudden, I got up. I said, hey, this man is a powerful man of God. My God. I said, my God, thank you, Jesus, for connecting me. So before the ambulance could come, I was already up. I said, my man of God, pray for me. I don't know, it's attack from home, this and that. And I've been in this Europe for long. I never had such an attack. It was just a week after I had that dream that this man attacked me and used that opportunity to come. And I don't even know what he did that day. So the ambulance people say, okay, they don't need to do anything again. They just wrote they say maybe it's muscle pull or all that. They wrote some prescriptions, and the man of God, in quotes, went and said, let me go and buy it, so that just relaxed, was playing nice. I say, my God, this man is a nice man. Oh, look at how he's humbling himself to even buy drugs for me. He said, yeah, because it's a Saturday, all these things, apotheca are not open where they can buy drugs. I said, wow, this is such a nice man. I began to thank him. So on Sunday, being the next day, I went to church so early, so happy. And I went in front to testify. Although I'm always shy, but I had to force myself because I was so happy to get up after 2 hours of struggling. After my testimony, I began trying to, be a punctual, fellow that comes to church. I help in cleaning the church. I was now in love with the church. Like after church, I would stay back, and before, I don't even sweep or anything. I would stay back and clean and sweep, help to sweep. I began to say, hey, I will be announcing, do you know my church? I will tell my testimony. This man prayed for me, this and that. You can come to my church. It's a good church, this and that. That was how this man caught me. So finally, my husband got a visa and came to Europe. So when he came, I introduced him, of course, to the church. So he began going there with me. But my husband, the very first day he went there, this man prophesied to him. And he kept quiet. The second day, so any new member that came, he will prophesy to the new member. My husband said, did you notice that this man only prophesied to new members? Like, why is he so desperate to be prophesying only to new members? I say, you have started. This man is a man of God. Oh, look at he prayed for me and I'm healed. Oh, this and that. Like, he couldn't. But my husband was like suspecting that he's not a true man of God. But me, we started to have quarrel concerning this man. If he's a true man of God or if he's not a true man of God, this and that. So, because me, I was convinced, and I forgot that after that, I had another dream. I saw his wife where I was lying on the bed sleeping. I saw his wife with a bag. He came and entered my body like as if a spirit entered you. But I waved away that dream. I never took it serious because me, I'm not in all these spiritual things at all. I'm just a normal little girl, just finished school, got married, have one son. I never took that dream serious. And I don't know anything about false prophet. I've not heard, like, I was not so interested about false prophets. So when I became in love with this church and I was like constantly going there, me and my husband said, I don't want us to go there again. I say, yeah, we have to be going because Catholic church is boring here, this and that. Even my mother said, you people should be going to Catholic. All these churches I don't like. I said, no, I must be going there. Not knowing that is the charm, the spell that this man put. Like, if you dare say anything against him, I am ready to fight. That was how I was. I couldn't hear anything else. I was defending him all around. Hallelujah. So it happened that every Friday from 8 p.m. till maybe 12 or 1 a.m. We used to have prayers, like a midnight prayer, something like that, where all the church members will gather again and pray once a week, every Friday. So, but my husband never accepted that man in any way. His heart was worried. He said, I don't have good feeling, but me, I insisted because of the prayer he did and rose me maybe from the dead, and also the spell. So one Friday, but before then I got pregnant. Yes, I became pregnant with my second baby. And one Friday we went for prayers, me and my husband. And after the prayers, he came to me and said, I have to drink lime mixed with ginger and I don't know. I said, lime for what? He said, God said I should drink it so that if there is any problem in my stomach, it will go. I said, oh, that time I was only 1 month pregnant. I said, oh, I've never told anybody except me and my husband I am actually pregnant, and I'm scared if I drink this that it might cause harm. Not knowing that this man, they monitor everything that happens. So long as you step in there, they have their mirror to monitor you. He had this plan to kill my baby from 1 month. So all of a sudden, he became friend. He said one day he came and brought tomatoes. These tomatoes they used to cook, and said that he works in a grocery shop where they can buy, people come to buy food, or actually they call it staffel. People that are less privileged, they have enough to give them. Some people don't even pay. They just show their ID and you are allowed to take some food stuff for free. And this is where he works. So they normally have a lot of food. So he just brought this one to say, to give us. And I say, hey, this man is a good man. Oh, I collected. My husband warned me never to use that tomatoes to cook for him. Do you know, I did not listen to him. I continue cooking with that tomatoes. And since then, me and my husband were like cat and mouse, quarrel, fight, like no peace in my home. Everything began to get worse. Of course, once in a while we do quarrel, but minor things. But these ones that were happening was now, it was beyond control, to the extent I was even thinking of divorce, him too. So this man was out for us, to destroy us. And me, I never knew anything. Like I never knew that this man is the one behind all the predicaments. One Friday again, we went to night prayer, me and my husband. This man brought bottled water, the little one. in front, because during the prayer he used to prophesy to everyone and just say things. He brought this water out in a green bottle. He said, Ifoma, I don't know how to say this, but he looked down, looked up, shook the water, and said, something will happen to you. And when this thing happens to you, don't go to the hospital. Don't go to the hospital. He said, use this water, wash your face, you and your husband. Remember, don't go to the hospital. Because I trusted him, he said, go and do it now outside. I took the water. I went outside in the church there. I went and washed my face. That was on Friday. And my pregnancy was now like 3 to 4 months, 4 months almost, like ending of 3 months. On Friday, before coming to that midnight, I went for checkup. And they said my baby was fine. I saw my baby kicking. Everything was perfect. I went to that church after washing my face with that water. On Tuesday, my baby died in my womb. On Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days after, my baby died. I went to the hospital because of the severe pain. This pain even started like on Sunday. I said, let me wait till Tuesday, since I already have another appointment on Tuesday with the woman doctor. So that, I don't know. So I had to bear the pain. On Tuesday, I went. And this woman was checking me. It took long. She wasn't laughing at all. And I was saying, is everything all right? Is everything okay? Is everything fine? I was asking. I was curious. Immediately she said, kein Herzschlag, meaning no heartbeat. I said, what? But on Friday, I went to the hospital. They said everything is fine. I said, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't want to tell you something I'm not sure of. That's why I took my time. But it seems the baby is dead. I cried. I cried out my eyes that day. And guess whom I called for miracle prayer again? The first person I called was this man of God. And when I called and I said I'm